So this is Travis. He helped us. I posted that forum on 7.3 Power Stroke
That's right.
forum on Facebook.
Yep.
And it was when the oil dipstick thing had sprung a leak. And so there was like, I think 100 comments or something like that.
There was a lot,
There's
yeah.
tons of them.
Yeah.
But Travis chimed in and said, hey man, he knew where we were. He knew where we were going kind of because we let him know. And he offered to help us fix the truck. And that was great. I mean,
I was happy to.
yeah. I don't know how often you open your house to random people roaming on the roads, but
Pretty often. If someone's in need,
yeah.
I got the space, I don't mind doing it. But it's more about, I don't know, I always feel like if you can help, you should help.
Yeah.
And you're on the road. You don't have a house here or a garage here with all your tools, so I do. And I knew how to make the fix. I knew the part you needed,
And you've done it before. You've seen the whole.
yeah. And you're driving through anyway, so let's get it done.
Yeah. And it
What did
was.
take us an hour.
Oh yeah, it was super quick. And,
Yeah.
and have you ever seen a truck leak that much?
It was a lot. In
Yeah.
fact, you can see just from very slowly driving every 18 inches of drip. So imagine that on the highway.
Yeah.
Over the course of who knows how far we went, but
Yeah, I was losing a quart of oil every 30 miles.
yeah.
I mean, that's what I was calculating it, and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, we had to get it fixed.
Yeah. And
So we got that done, and we
pressure wash,
started to do it.
pressure washed a
it.
hole under the truck because
Yeah.
it was literally dripping off the rear axle.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yep.
Which got you concerned about your brakes
Yep.
being involved in the spray. Got those taken apart, checked out. They're great.
Yeah, the pads were still good. Scott did some pads before we left, so they're only 7 months old.
Yeah.
But they weren't contaminated with oil, which is what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Then we,
They look clean.
yeah, but we were able to put it in. It was a little tricky at first trying to get that little back piece to spin around, but
Yeah.
I mean, I was having trouble with it. You got it the first time.
Yeah, I would say there's a very expensive version. It's like $300,
Yeah.
and they use a Teflon tape so that the back plate can spin using an Allen wrench to get it into place.
Mm.
This one that came from Amazon didn't have that, but we found a workaround, and
Yeah.
once we figured that out, it went in fine. But other than that, I mean, shoot, it was quick.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Yeah.
worried it was going to be hot, but no, it went well, and no leaks, thank goodness, and back on the road.
Yeah, and we're back on the road and we're not leaking. Oh my God, I'm so happy because this truck's always been a fairly clean truck. I mean, it's had a little seepage here and there. You can see a little bit of buildup, but it's not the Exxon Valdez. So it's,
No, the valley's clean. I look around up top places you would normally find oil.
Mhm,
You know, I know these engines pretty well. It's in very good shape.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about this engine is it looks to be almost completely stock, except for the intake. It is stock and not messed with.
Yeah.
Which is why you're not having as many troubles. Once you start messing with things the way I do, you have troubles every day. But that is a clean engine. It's not leaking where it normally does, and I'd
Yeah.
keep it that way.
and you know, we bought H-pop lines. We got all the sensors for the trip. We got extra fuel filters. We've got all these things that would, you know, if something bursts, we can fix it on the side of the road type of stuff. But
Yeah.
and honestly, it just makes it so much easier doing it on cement with people who know the stuff. And
Yeah.
you've got a pressure washer and
Well, and having another person to bounce ideas off of. I mean, you know, you're here in the driveway, and yeah, I was helping you do it, but we trade places.
Mhm.
You would look at things, I would look at it, just so you know, for
Yeah.
peace of mind
Mhm.
when you're down the road. And it's nice to have just another person to kind of bounce ideas.
Yeah.
off of. Even though this is a simple project.
yeah, we talking about having somebody else work on your stuff. I took my electric bikes in to have a service warranty done on it.
Yeah.
And the guy had these these bolts that had the Loctite that's built in on them.
Okay.
And when I was washing them, he lubricated it. He put like grease.
Well, what was for the? Oh, it's for the bike.
It's for the
Okay.
bicycle. And I'm like, oh my God, you don't grease Loctite, you know, type of stuff. That's
That's
the worst.
interesting.
That's like a cardinal
Yeah.
sin. And,
Yeah.
and so now it worries me all the time thinking those
Yeah.
bolts are going to back out of it. But,
Yeah.
you know,
I would check it. You know, once it gets heat cycled a few times. I've
Okay.
had this on my truck, the same one you have. I've had that for
Yeah.
tens of thousands of miles with no trouble. But since we just did it, you know, maybe in a couple of days we put some 1,000 miles,
Yeah.
2,000 miles on it, and it's heat cycled. Just check those.
Check the torque on them
Check
and
the
stuff.
torque. It should be fine. But
Okay.
Just check it.
You know, talking about hopped up trucks, do you mind showing me your
Sure,
truck?
you know, I will tell everyone that the garage is a mess. I did not prepare for a tour. Okay, got a lot of stuff.
Fair enough. And I'll bet you most people's garages look like
I
this.
know that's true.
Yeah. They don't look like it on camera when they're prepared for it and everything, but I kind of snuck up on you.
Yeah, you did, and that's fine. Yeah, so we have the prep zone. I have a lot of parts going on. I just put a new engine in. This is the old engine. That is the second 7.3 that this truck has had. But that was a high performance motor, and I cracked the cylinder wall number 8. So I had to take everything apart. So that's stripped down. If anybody wants it, come to get it.
That's the bare long block.
It's a very long block,
Yep.
yeah. And I would show you the damage on 8, but the piston's up, and
Yeah.
I'd have to rotate it, and I wouldn't do that.
It looks like it's sitting on, yeah.
Yeah. And then the heads, I got these 2 heads. I got a guy that just texted today. He's going to come by and buy both of the heads, so that's good.
Are these hopped up heads? Are they ported, polished, or
I wish-
is that something you do for 7.3s?
No, it is absolutely something you can do. So if you port it, the cost to benefit ratio is a little bit off. You can spend over $1,000 to have it done, right? And you'll get about 20 horsepower at the top end,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
this becomes a choke point at a certain point. And if you combine that with a cam, and the new engine's got a stage 2 cam, those 2 things together will get you about 50 horsepower, roughly,
Okay.
depending, right? But
Yeah.
these engines, all they do is suck air in, push air out. And so every place that air touches, you can optimize, including the heads. These
Okay.
have not been done. They're just a factory head. Now they have, high performance springs.
train,
and,
yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it's a stock head.
Now this is the oil, the high pressure oil side, right?
That's right.
Where you get the high pressure oil comes in here, it comes into the heads, into the injectors, and then that's what the high pressure oil over the fuel pushes
Yeah.
the fuel into the chamber.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab an injector. I guess if somebody's watching this, we could learn something, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure. I've
So this is-
never seen one in person.
Oh, here's a 7.3 injector.
Nice.
This is also a high performance injector. But you wouldn't know it by looking at it because everything is internal. And the tips, the holes in the tips are 100 over, so twice the size. You would never be able to see that. But nonetheless, what you're saying is high pressure oil comes in, excuse me, and it enters. Let's see, where's it enter? It enters up in here.
Okay.
And then the plunger. Someone's gonna correct me if I get this wrong. But that's okay, right? It's been a long time since I looked at the breakdown. But the plunger will compress the oil after the fuel comes in, and then compresses the fuel. So this is anywhere from 700 horsepower or 700 psi to like 3,000 psi, and then it comes in high pressure, and that plunger gets pushed down. It compresses the
fuel
fuel at
in
that
that
same
chamber.
rate,
Yeah.
and then it's 14 to 1, so it's whatever this pressure is times 14 at the tip.
Wow,
And then
really?
These sit in here, and yeah.
And then the electric solenoid releases the fuel.
This is what controls your. So this is what controls your plunger on the inside.
Oh, okay. And then now I know there's an area where you start to contaminations between the coolant and the oil, right?
Get a good look in there. You see these brass rings inside. It's a cup.
Those brass cups, yep.
Call these injector cups, and that is, if you pulled that out, you would see a water jacket in cavities on the other side of that brass. That is where your coolant goes, and it helps to cool things down. Those can crack, but more times than not, what happens is the glue that seals it to the head itself will come loose, and you'll get a little bit of oil pressure coming into or going the other direction because this is at such a high pressure.
Yeah.
It'll pressurize on the outside,
The coolant
down
jacket,
through the jacket, and then if you open up your hood and you notice your coolant is dark black, you smell it. It smells like diesel fuel. So take that back. It's the diesel fuel that gets in there.
Oh,
So
gotcha. Okay.
Those can crack. Yeah.
Now this is just a work of art. I mean, I don't know. They could be all stock for all I know, but I don't think so. So this is your high pressure oil pump, right?
That's right.
That's what produces the 600 to 3,000 psi.
Yeah, and for anybody listening, if you have a 7.3, there's a company that creates a diesel pump called Adrenaline Pump. And I know there's a lot of opportunities to buy other products. I have used the Adrenaline high pressure oil pump with large hybrid injectors since that pump first came out. And I've never had any issues with it, so I really recommend them. So it does have a high pressure pump, it's got a custom turbo that is a T4 S366 Borg & Warner Super Core, but then on the hot side, that is a diesel power source mechanical VGT that's meant for a Cummins.
Oh.
And I had them machine the flange for the downpipe to fit this. And anyway, it fits the truck and it's fantastic.
Nice.
I think that whole entire turbo setup that I have is, I can't imagine, excuse me, anything better than that.
So what's the size of a stock 7.3 turbo wheel compared to this one?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think
Is this like 20% larger, 10% larger?
I think they are 62 and a half. If
Okay.
I had to guess. And
That
that's kind
sounds
of,
right.
It's
Yeah.
kind of a guess.
Yeah.
Because I know that you can step up to a 66 millimeter. That's what this is, just a 66.
Okay.
Could be a 63 and a half, but I think it's a 62 and a half. Anyway, it's not much different.
Mm.
Where you get your benefit, in my opinion, and I'm not a turbo expert necessarily, is just efficiency, right? This turbo itself is actually more efficient than the factory turbo.
And you efficient, you mean by not producing as much EGTs? Or by...
That's one of the benefits, but you gotta understand, the turbo one that this truck came with in 97 was designed who knows when,
Yeah.
in the early 90s.
Yeah, okay.
This Super Core was released in, I want to say 2015, 16, something like that. So the technology
Advancements,
of how
sure.
air flows and whatnot. So you get some benefits from that. Faster spool up, lower AGTs, higher boost perhaps, less temperature on the compressed air going up. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just really happy with it.
This still runs an intercooler, right? Do you still run
This truck?
This didn't
Yeah.
come with one, but...
Right, but I do have an intercooler.
Okay.
So I've run a 6.0 intercooler for a long time, and I'm, for the first time ever, upgrading to a high performance, very large intercooler. It's an inch wider.
Is that the Mitsimoto?
It's like that, but
Okay.
it's not. It's a different company.
Okay.
And that's black one right there.
And you haven't ran this before on this truck?
No. Even though it's been sitting there for a while, it's dirty. It's never been run.
Huh?
So I had to, and also
That's some beautiful welds on it, that's for sure.
yeah,
it's a quality
very
work.
Heavy. The factory intercooler is less than 40 pounds. That's over 60.
Wow.
So this is the core support, and I had to weld mounts for it because the truck doesn't come with them. So the intercooler will rest on here,
Okay.
and then you also have to take out quite a bit of metal on these core supports to get the pipes to go through. But
Sure.
this core support, I reconditioned it. I did have a few cracks like they all do. I welded them up and then painted it, and it's ready to go in. Everything's ready to go in.
Yeah.
Everything's just waiting on me. I'm
Is
the
it
problem.
the procrastinator, or just like worried about what's the next step, or now that everything is prepared, it's the time?
You know what these trucks are like. There's always something, right? So
Yeah.
to me, it's the squirrel effect. If I could just focus on one thing and go start to finish and get it done, and then move on to something else,
Yeah.
but it's like, no, I want to. Oh my god, I found some rust on the frame. Let me
Yeah.
fix that real quick, and then I want to. Oh, I found a new part for the suspension. They put that on. It's wheels. Oh my god, I should get new wheels. I did that last week.
Those are good looking wheels, I'll tell you that.
Thanks, yeah.
And you said 35s? Metric 35?
Metric 35, just shy of 35.
Okay.
These are Maxxis tires. Comment below if you like them. I've never had Maxxis. I've heard varying things on heavy trucks, diesel trucks. I don't expect them to last that long.
Yeah.
I
I know Maxxis has a real good name in racing. I mean, they're...
like mountain biking, right?
Okay.
So that's why I kind of like them.
Yeah.
These are Method 709s. They used to be the brand new wheel. They're kind of a year old now, but 709s are a real attractive wheel, very strong. They have what's called V-grip technology. So on the inside of the lip, there's a series of grooves. The V will sit tightly in those grooves. In fact, it makes it very difficult to mount and dismount.
Yeah.
And you can run very low pressure compared to a normal ring. I also opted for the beauty ring or the bash ring. So this is a superficial.
Oh, removable, actually replaceable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like it too.
Yeah.
You can get those in several colors, including raw. They come. What's frustrating is these wheels are polished and then clear coated. These come raw.
Huh.
No clear coat. you put your finger on it, it leaves a fingerprint. So
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta take them home and clear coat them. So
Yeah.
I put 2K automotive clear on it. I hope it lasts, but as of now, it looks good.
Yeah, at least that'll stop the oxidation and the contamination and everything.
I'm hoping so. Now these are 18s, okay, 18 by 9
Mm-hmm.
with the factory with a 18 millimeter offset, I believe. 18 millimeter. So I've never had 18s. This truck came with 16s,
Uh-huh.
and then I've run 20s for a long time. Kind of wish they were 20s.
Yeah.
But I can run lower pressure with these, you know.
You have more sidewall, you have more cushion, yeah.
It's better for what I use the truck for.
Yeah. And then you have 08 axles in this? 08 Super Duty
The
axles?
From 2008, front and back. And
Because originally the OBS four-wheel drive was what kind of front suspension?
TTB axle. This is F250. Excuse me. So I had the TTB front axle, and I was fighting ball joints nonstop.
Mm.
You know, the truck was great with TTBs. You could corner really well.
Yeah.
It's amazing how well you can corner and ride. They tend to ride halfway decent. However, it's 2026. You know, when you get a solid axle, but you add some modern technology like these are Carly springs. These are soft ride springs. You get your geometry right with your swing arms. This truck rides unbelievably well.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now I did put in the back Icon leaf springs, and they were too stiff.
Mm.
So then I pulled out a few leaves to make it ride nice, and I took it off-roading around Crested Butte, and I broke a leaf spring.
Oh
So
no,
right now
a mainspring or
one of the leaves.
one of the leaves? Okay,
So
well,
it's
that's
sitting
not.
right now on a broken leaf and it's sagging. So there's a company in Denver that makes leaf springs, and the guy said that he can make me perfect set. So
Yeah.
when the money tree starts sprouting again.
Yeah, as a CJ5 owner, I know all about broken leaf springs.
Really, you break them?
All the time.
Yeah.
Way too much. They're going way out of design features. You got a nice soft top cover.
So the soft topper is nice because I had a fiberglass topper forever. I was one of those grandpa guys, and I really liked the look of the topper. But it was getting too heavy, and I'm getting too old. I couldn't lift it like I used to. It's like 200 pounds. Soft Topper is a Colorado company, and I like to support any local business, especially if it's made in Colorado or headquartered in Colorado. This is. And Soft Topper is nice because you can fold it down and fold it forward like it's convertible.
Nice.
It's wide open. But I do use it for camping. I guess you want to see inside.
Without completely removing the top, right? You don't have to store it anywhere because it collapses all on the pipes.
It just collapses on the pipes like one of those old...
Like the old Jeep ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so this is set up just for me to go camping. Get in front of you.
I like it. Nice.
It's just literally, I want it to be as lightweight as possible, as simple as possible. So
Yeah.
we have a twin bed that I ordered literally from HomeDepot.com of all places. And I cut a little bit off the legs. This has got a foam mattress. I have my sleeping bag and a pillow up there.
And this is a long bed too, right? So you got all the length.
It's a short
Oh, it's short bed. Okay.
But it's long enough. Then this is just a simple tray. I'd like to rebuild this. It's functional, but it could be better. But basically, you can pull this all the way to back here.
Perfect. Yeah.
And
You can
then
cook on it.
I
And
do all the cooking here. This is my mess kit. This is cool actually. I got this at the Army surplus store.
Uh-huh.
This is a night vision goggles case
Sweet.
from the 80s. And it's limiting for your mess kit, but I like the fact that it's limiting because, you know,
Oh yeah.
everything's just in there.
Yeah. Very nice.
My stove's not there. I don't know where that's at.
You're gonna have to find that before your next trip.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, that's set up. I mean, you could do a couple days with that. Do you bring water and stuff like that? And-
Yeah, I have. You can just see under the bed. There's a 2.5
Oh, yeah.
gallon.
Uh-huh.
And then I use one of these, which I'm just now replacing.
Okay.
You know, I could have had
That's
this.
electric, right?
That is electric. You should
Yeah.
get one of these.
Yeah, that's
Everybody should
slick.
get one of these. They're like $10.
Yeah.
They are awesome. This right here, it's mostly disassembled, but I have what would you call this? It's a ruler but it's for people who are building cabinets and stuff. I think it's got 6-inch sections and they articulate.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
tighten it.
Yeah, it's a certain kind of square or something like that.
Something
Yeah,
like
I've
that.
seen
The rest of it's
angle
in here
finders
somewhere.
and stuff.
But what I do is normally it's folded up
Uh-huh.
and I unscrew it and then I rotate it out and then tighten it,
Uh-huh.
and then this mounts to that.
Okay.
With a hose going to my water container. And so now I have a spigot over here.
Yeah,
Brush
wash
teeth,
your hands. Yeah, slick.
And all the water just goes on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you got a very nice setup here.
I appreciate it.
So, a couple months you'll be on the road?
I could have yes, I think that's reasonable. Even though I could get it done, I can get it done this weekend. But
Yeah.
a couple months is probably.
Yeah.
Well, it's
For
getting the
summertime?
summertime. I should do it sooner than that.
Yeah.
I should really get it going.
Dude,
And then I have to
you've
do-
got such incredible areas to
There's a lot.
explore out here. Colorado is definitely one of the most beautiful places we've been on our
Yeah.
trip.
What was your favorite spot so far?
The last one, and
So
before that, it was the last one before that. and-
There's a lot to see.
yeah.
You know, and, this is why I wanted to build this because
Oh yeah.
it gets hung up on my.
Well, we can cut this out. We can edit this part so it looks smooth and.
We can just leave it open. I can fix it later. It's
Right on.
actually tent poles because I have an awning
Uh huh.
that it's basically like 12 feet, and it's just a tarp for like covering your camp or
Yeah.
whatever. And I have poles, so what I do is I strap it to the bed stakes. It goes over the top, comes out, and then I have 2 poles, right?
Yeah.
And then it's
You
a
tether out for that. Yeah.
so I can put a table, I can cook and stuff. I can sit with the little fire, the Lava Box. Got a shout out to Lava Box, another Colorado company.
Nice.
This is a munitions can based firebox made here, right here in Denver. Some of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. Family owned. It's the regulator, and this is the firebox itself.
Oh, it's so compact.
Oh, it's nice. And it comes with this. They call it the over-under thingy. So this can be either for setting it on,
Yeah.
or you can put it over and you can grill on it.
Oh, okay.
I've never grilled on it. But basically, take this off, put that to the side, hook it up. And I'm not kidding you, this will put a flame 4 feet high.
Wow.
It will burn some gas.
And the best thing about these is these are still legal when in burn ban restrictions, right? Because
all of it can get to a point where you can't have this, but
Okay.
yes, for the most part, and that's literally why this company came to be, because
Mm.
we went through a period of quite a few bans, and their website is called Fire Anytime.
okay, yeah, yeah.
But if you just look up Lava Box, Firebox,
Because it's got the instant shut off. You can instantly shut this off.
anything with an on or off switch, you can
Yep.
have
Yep.
until it gets really dry or windy or something.
Yeah, I can imagine
But
that.
I think it's great, you know. Look, I grew up in the country. We heated our house with wood.
Yeah.
To this day, and I haven't done that since I was a kid. To this day, every fall I get the hankering to go cut wood because it's just, you know. So I love the idea of a wood fire. But anymore, man, I don't want to smell like smoke. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with trying to put it out. You got to waste your water to put the fire out.
yeah.
You know, when you got something like this, you just turn it off.
Yeah.
And then you're done. You can
Yeah.
move on.
We had one of the round ones for our thing, but you can't fit it in that.
Yeah.
Something like this would be nice and compact, where it almost fit into the camper.
It will fit and it's square. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Nice and
things that are
packable.
Square,
Mhm.
pack better. I had a round one too for the same reason, and I got rid of it because I love this a lot better.
100%.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, hey man, I appreciate you showing me your truck, Travis.
You're welcome.
I also appreciate all the hospitality you've offered to us, because honestly, like we would be stuck out there, not stuck, but you know, just a pain
You
in the
could
ass.
be with that leak.
Yeah. It was
I
pretty
mean, you
good.
know, it's not out of reason.
Nope. But hospitality, man, never give up on humanity. People like this out there in the world that will be willing to open their house and help you out. And I just couldn't thank you more.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you, brother.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.